Hey guys, I gotta talk. I literally just saw this happen live. Someone posted in the chat here, WTO big drop here, and I was watching this. I was like, holy crap! And so I'm gonna go over what we saw here. WTO literally hit the 5 minute lower band, and literally every time I see this happen, what happens is you have this big time distance of the EMA 20. It gets close to this area, and it starts to going up. It's just amazing, this stock. So and I'll show you guys the daily time frame. If you guys don't know, a lot of retail traders love this because of the big drop happening. They think, big price correction, so it's a big dip. So this is a discount type of price here. So on the first day here, we had this big drop. A lot of times what happens is you see this first day of dead cat bounce. It's very common. It refreshes the averages, the reversions to the mean, and all that. And then you start going down and down and down and down. So for a swing trade idea, I would not look into this for at least 7 daily candles. I need to see around that area of not touching the EMA 5, because as you notice, all the bands, these EMAs are going to go down, and they go down as price goes down. So you want to make sure you have price correlated with this EMA 5. Personally, we're not going to touch this EMA 5 in a very long time. Algos and the market makers, if you look at this price range here, you're looking at a 450% gain, 477% gain from this area. So they're very, like I said, they're very greedy. They don't want to pay out that. So what happens is price comes down and down and down, and by that 7 day mark, we might be around 15 cents or 20 cents down in this area, which makes more sense. But if you want to day trade, this thing is by far one of the best stocks to day trade. Just going from the lows here to here, you have a nice 5% here. If you go to here is a 12%. And when I've been pounding the table on this thing, every time this thing has get near the ATR4 in the 5 minute, look at the massive moves this thing has done. This was a 17% return in literally an hour's worth of time frame. Down in here we get close and we make another around 17, 20%. 20% return right there. This was one of the best trades right in here. As you can see, this is when it made this big run. A lot of retail traders unfortunately bought when the price was at the ATR4 on the 5 minute here. And you might be asking, what is that? Well, that is an extreme overextended pattern. It can't sustain that. Can it go higher? Yes, it can go like this, go back to the EMA5, go up, back to the EMA5. It can do that staircase, but eventually we have to hit this 20. But who's to say that we hold this level? Yes, we can pump higher, but a lot of the times we go down from that level and we resume the downtrend. Because remember, if you look at the daily, it's a massive downtrend. It's going to be very, very hard to resume an uptrend. So if you look at this 5 minute too, this is when the big drop happened. And as long as you're taking this with massive time distance, as you can see, we haven't touched this EMA 20 for a very long time. And if you're near this lower band, a lot of the times happen is you go jump up and look at this massive return of 60% in all of a matter of 20 minutes. And I say this to say this stock is very nice for day trading. Would I swing trade it? No. I don't think it's a very good swing trade idea due to the fact, if you look at the daily, it does not match that opportunity here. I think this can be a very slow bleed of death here, and I've seen this happen a lot of the times. And I can show you examples. EJH. Look at this. I traded this one here for EMA 5 type of touch. But as you can see for EJH, what do you see on the pattern here? Big move down. But what happens is you didn't get your dead cat bounce like WTO. For the people who were fortunate, they got that dead cat bounce. EJH just kept going down and down and down. By the time you get your dead cat bounce, you're probably not break even, and it just kept going down. Another one is CTNT, and this is why it's very nice to just wait it out. Wait it out and look at this big, massive candle. Every retail traders and their mamas were out here and be like, crap, I want to buy CTNT because it had a big move down. And rightfully so. They see this stock going all the way up, and they're like, oh man, this thing is insane. And it drops down. They're like, okay, it's going to go back up to $15. But look at this slow, steady, painful death it has caused. Yes, there is lots of good money to be made in here. We actually took this trade a couple times through in this area. Here, it went up some, and I took the trade here. I held through all this, and it went up all the way here, and there was massive returns to make. This thing went from a low to here. It's a 68% gain. So there is good money to be made in this, but gotta be very careful. WTO, I'm kind of just seeing this play out here. Another thing I see is the K is very high. It's at 11.90. You guys don't know what that is, the stochastic oscillator, you want it to be lower and lower and lower. I will show you a stock that I am in. And you can see something here is Sing. You see how Sing's K is at 1.06? Remember, this K would never go to 0, and if it goes below 3, it's extremely oversold. It's very rare to see a K like this. So when you see a K this low, you should, give your, pay attention to it, keep your eyes on it, especially when there's lots of EMA 5 time distance. And that's really what I want to show you here is WTO. It's not showing that kind of low K. So, yeah, definitely want to keep this one on just a day trading. And as you can see right in here, we might make a big move up from here. This lower ATR4 and here can make probably a nice 10% gain from this EMA 20. This is a 6%, but who knows? It does something like last time where it just keeps going up and up. So yeah, but we do know price will hit this EMA 20 in a very short amount of time. The EMA, on a 5-minute, it gets hit rather fast. So what happens is we can hit this 5-minute, but it can go up from here or go down from here. So the algos are going to control where that happens. And that's the same thing with the daily. We know that we are going to hit the EMA 20 on a daily, but it's going to take a while, guys. I'm thinking about 2 months of time frame it's going to take. Because so usually what happens is indicators lag. So when you have a big drop like this, it takes a very long time to start hitting these EMAs. So we have about 4 days of not touching this EMA 5. I need at least to see 3 more daily candles of not touching it, kind of see where we're at on the K, and see what we do on this pattern here. Are we going to keep consolidating, or are we going to keep going down and making new lows and lows? So I want to see if this 0.540 support holds and see if we break that, because if we do, it's extremely bearish and we get into a new territory. So EMA 5 is still up for grabs. I mean, obviously it's not going to touch that. 440% is extremely rare. I would be constantly taking the 10 to 20% gains on this if you're day trading. That's what I would look for, and go from there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. This is WTO, retail's favorite stock for now, but like I said, I showed examples before of what happened. I'm just trying to be cautious, guys. If you do this strategy, you can make lots of money. It's a very nice strategy. You get it. You buy the stock when it's depressing, but you don't want to buy in too early. You want to have a system that works. This lower band, you might ask, well, what do we do about this? Well, since the price went down so fast, we can't really relate to this. Like I said, these are lagging indicators. So it, just like the EMAs, it's going to take time to come back up to it. So there is stocks that I am looking at that are, that did do this type of pattern, and I have stocks that in my portfolio that I buy because of this, with the time distance and everything. If you guys want to see the stocks I'm in, see everything, and all that, join the premium Discord. You guys will not regret it. If you guys want to join, click the link down below in the YouTube comments, and in the description, it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system, and it'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe. If you have an Android user, you will have to subscribe on computer or your phone's browser, not through the app, but it's very simple to do. Avoid scammers. I'll never trade your account or message or DM you first. The easiest way to subscribe is hit server shop right here on the top left, and I'll teach you guys how to trade like a pro. Now, keep in mind there's 2 services, very simple services, I think anybody can learn this strategy. There's lots of education videos. You're not going to be left blind-handed. You're going to have your chart to set up like mine, that where you're going to be understand like, oh, this is where, you should buy. You never get FOMO. If you just stick to this system, you'll have an over 95% win ratio. For swing trading, it is a little harder because you have to hold overnight. Risk can happen overnight, and so you have to watch the accumulation videos. You have to properly accumulate, and then what happens is you accumulate properly, you sell the dips, and then you sell the rips, and that's really all it is to swing trading. Day and Swing Trading Plus is my highest value service. This is where a lot of the accounts have turned red to green. This is where a lot of people make massive money in a shorter amount of time frame using the same rules but using a shorter term time frame. Because remember, reversion to the mean happens faster on a 1-minute or a 5-minute. So I think you guys are gonna really like the Day and Swing Trading Plus. Give it a try. It's only $12 a month, and you have access to all my alerts, entries and exits, my live streams that you can watch me go live. You get my RTK journal where you can see, what's your consistency win rate. You can see the trades that I'm in for swing trades. I got a bunch of wins here. I put in my notes why I like it, and then in the day trades, you can see the same thing. You can see my alerts here, which date I opened up. I do short-term options, so I make 10 to 20% wins or gains in a matter of minutes. And you can do that too just by following this simple strategy of how price action works and how algos treat price and where price has to revert to. And then the tricky part is, well, once we have our time distance, well, where do we look to buy? And that's what I use with this strategy. Is it's been developed for over 6 years. It's kept me full time in the market. I think I've tried every other strategy. I have lost consistently. This is the only strategy over a lot of education that I put into that is going to make you consistently profitable. It's a very nice system. Give it a try, guys. This is my analysis on WTO. I hope to see you guys in the Discord. If you guys like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and comment. I hope WTO goes up for you guys. As for me, I'm waiting on the sidelines for a swing trade idea, and we'll see from there, guys. All right, guys. Hope to see you in the Discord. Give this video a like, and let's make some money together. Peace out.